about the universal nature, universal reality. We, as a Buddhist practitioner, we practice to gain wisdom to realize this reality. So during this retreat, we hope you might be able to get some informations, knowledge regarding these topics. So, in our tradition, in Bhavana society, we have schedules. According to our schedules, this is the time for introductions, talks, and welcome. My way, how we welcome our guests, participants, helping them to observe precepts. That is the way how we welcome our guests. After observe these precepts, you are not anymore a guest. You are becoming a resident of Bhavana. So that's why, as first things in our retreat events, you're supposed to observe precepts. You don't need to worry about these precepts. All these precepts are in Pali. Some of you already know about these precepts. Some of them never had any chance to read even these precepts. You don't need to worry about. These precepts are very important to develop our mental health. So in that purpose, and to maintain we are asking from our in our tradition, all our participants to observe precepts. Through these precepts, we can see the guidelines, the way how we should live here during this retreats. So you can turn into page number 10 in this book. It's called Attanga Sila. In English translations, 8 monastic precepts. There are 8 precepts. The word there, monastic. Even though you as a lay follower, observing these precepts, during this period of time, you are focusing on one thing, that is grow in your spirituality. To develop your mental health and gain skills regarding your thinking ability, which we call wisdom. So that's why we start with these precepts. Some of you already know about these traditions. Some of are not, but according to our tradition, we call it Theravada tradition. We like to use Pali language, which was Buddha's spoken language. We don't want to observe precepts to precepts in Pali language. That is something we don't want to worry about. But traditionally, we have that tradition. You know, everything have kind of tradition. Even this one have a tradition. What is that tradition? We like to keep all these precepts, and when they are observing these precepts, we like to follow the Pali passages. English translation is here, but traditionally we use Pali. Therefore, I would like to invite you all to follow this passage in Pali, to observe precepts. Later on, you can read the translations and you can understand what does it means in this Pali sentences. Okay, so you can see there are parts as lay follower what you're supposed to read, and then there are parts what I supposed to read for you. So then seeing this, I mean, following this guidance, you can observe precepts. The first thing is we call it requesting precepts. You, as a layperson, voluntarily you are asking to help to observe these precepts. So that part is there in here. Okasa hambante tisaranena sadding attanga silang yachami anukka silang detama silang detame bante. It means, permit me Bante, I ask for the three refuge together with 8 monastic precepts. Please Bante, administer the precepts to me. This is the request in English, what we going to say in Pali. In here, there's opportunity for you to learn even Pali, but let's start in Pali passages. You all can start together, say, O Kasa, Aham Bante. Some of you are familiar, who are familiar to this, they can loudly to support others, you can read it, others also can join with. Okay, let's start. Yamang vadami tang vadet namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa namo tassa. Buddham saranam gacchami Dhammam saranam gacchami Sangham saranam gacchami Ditiyampi buddham saranam gacchami Ditiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami Ditiyampi sangham saranam gacchami Tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami Tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami Sarana gamanam sampunnam Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami Tinnadana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami Brahmacharya veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami Musavada veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami Surameraya madhyapama datthana veramani sikkhapadam Padam samadhiyami. Vikala bodhana vedamani Padam samadhiyami. Natya gita vadita Visukadasana Mala gandha vilepana Bharana mandana Guru sanattana vedamani Padam samadhiyami. Uccasayana mahasayana veramani Padam samadhiyami. Imangattanga silang samadhiyami. Visaranena saddhing attanga silang dhammang samadhayitva sadhukam surakkitam kattva pramadena sampadetavam. Silena sugatim yanti silena bhoga sampada silena nibbhutim yanti tasma silang visodhe. Okay, let's pay attention about these precepts what you observe voluntarily. The first one, Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhya. Abstaining from killing, taking life. You made a promises to yourself not to do these activities during this retreat. The first one is abstaining from killing, taking life. Why we observe particularly these precepts? What is the purpose of these precepts? Killing. Killing is bad, anyone can understand. Killing is bad, anyone can understand. There is a logic and scientific approach in these precepts. We have to be aware about that scientific approach. If someone disturbing you, do you like it? If someone tried to kill you, do you like it? I hope nobody like it. That's why all the rights are here. Human rights, animal rights, children rights, and particularly women rights. All the rights are here. For what? They like their life. Everybody want to live. No one here to die. So therefore, in here, you are making promises in here. I'm abstaining from killing. I don't want to kill any living beings. Why? You like your life. I like my life. Therefore, I don't want to disturb anyone else. I don't want to kill anyone else because I like my life. This is the scientific approach that you can see here. If there is something that you don't like, you don't have rights to do that things for others. As well as, according to the karmic explanation, Yatisang upate vijan tadisang harte palam. Things that you are sowing, you have to reap it. According to Newton's third theory, I don't know exactly about that theory, but I can help you connection with the teachings of the Buddha. What he mentioned, every action has a reaction. This is the simple way. What Buddha said, every original action has a reaction. So if you are involved with killing you, this is the universal nature. It doesn't matter whether you are believing karma or not. That would be the results. If you are involved with any kind of killing or hurting, disturbing, it is the thing that you have to pay for it. This is universal. This law not created by the Buddha. The Buddha did not create any laws. This is the universal nature. So then, observing these precepts, you are making promises to respect the universal nature, universal law. We everybody like to live. So then, you particularly, I like my life, so therefore I don't want to disturb anyone else because I know if I disturb them, I have to pay for it. You know that nature, that reality is there with your general understanding, in your common sense. Second thing, also abstaining from stealing, which is not given by others, which belongs to them. You don't want to take it. You don't want to steal it. Why? Things that belongs to you, you like to keep it too. If someone try to take it from you, you don't like it. You don't like it. Not only that, even if someone try to use your property or anything, you don't like. That's why always you can see no trespassing. No trespassing. There was a notice, one of our neighbors' place. We love guns. You might be our moving targets. They don't, nobody likes if someone try to use their property. That is the nature, universal nature. Just think about even dogs, cats, and other pets who are living with you. They also like to keep their things that they belong. This is a universal nature. This law is not a creation of anybody else in the world. This is the nature. So to purify your mind, you are taking that opportunity. Yes, I don't know anything from anybody. You're making that promise. For what? To develop your mental health, to purify your mind. That's why you observe that precept. And the third one, abstaining from all sexual activities. The word in Pali, abrahmacharya. You are making promises to abstain from all sexual activities. Why is that? When someone involved with any kind of sexual activities, they don't know what is happening for their times. They're completely forgetting about their goals of life. They are mainly focusing on to achieve their goals regarding their sexuality. So that's why in here we are developing our energy and effort not to involve with any kind of sexual activities because you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your energy, effort. You are here to develop your energy and effort to take care of your mind and develop your mind. So that's why particularly you're observing that precept. Thinking about your time, energy, effort, and all these things. And the fourth one, abstaining from false speech. This is also very important. If someone lies, you don't like that person. You're not ready to believe that person. There is no any way to develop any trust if someone lies. So you are breaking your relationship there. While we are living together, we should have a very good relationship there with them. We are not independent. We are depending on each other. That is the reality. So therefore, trust is one of very important quality that we supposed to develop to maintain our happiness. To develop our trust, to gain our trust, build up very good relationship, yes, we have to be truthful. We have to be truthful. That is one of great human quality. So you observe in that precepts too. The fifth one, abstaining from intoxicant drinks and drugs causing heedlessness. We already have heedlessness with us. We don't need to have extra. But directly, yes, you know, if someone using drugs or alcohol, we, without knowing ourselves, time and energy would be waste there. So then you don't want to do that happen in this moment, in this particular moment. We are here to develop our spirituality. We are here to develop our wisdom. So to develop our wisdom, to gain our inner peace, yes, of course, we have to reduce as much as we can our heedlessness. So we are making promises here not to use any drugs or alcohol. Sixth one, abstaining from eating at inappropriate times. The Buddha was addressing the monks, the practitioners who were with the Buddha. Dear Venerable Sir, Venerables, my students, I'm living with 1 meal per day. There are a lot of benefits to take care of my health, to maintain my body, and to connect with and exactly to follow my schedule, which is very supportive for me. Therefore, I would like to suggest for you to have 1 meal per day. You can apply it. You can see the benefits there yourself. Nowadays, there are big concepts in the world, intermediate fasting. All Western medicine specialists are claiming they are the people who introduced this method. But 2,600 years ago, the Buddha mentioned in these precepts, stay with 1 meal per day. Now there are a lot of benefits that people are talking in biology field. So you as a Buddhist follower, to develop your physical health, apply this method. Intermediate fasting, connecting, staying with 1 meal per day. You can cut off your unnecessary time that you're going to waste because of eating. You know, traditionally, we eat 3 meals per day, but there's a question that we have to ask whether we are mindful about our eating or not. If you really feel you are hungry, that is the time you're supposed to eat. But now you are eating as a behavior, it's part of your life. Oh, this is breakfast time, I have to eat breakfast. I don't want to miss it. Oh, this is lunchtime, I want to eat something for lunch. Oh, dinner time, I want to eat my dinner, this is dinner time. You are just focusing on your schedule. You don't have any mindfulness there, connecting with your mind, whether you are really hungry, whether you really need that food or not. You don't know that. It's kind of habitual actions. When the time comes, your mind is driving you to do that. You have become a slave to your mind with that behavior. You don't know whether you need it or not. So to prevent from that, these precepts would be very helpful. Not only that, even when we are finishing breakfast, we are thinking about what you're going to have for lunch. When you are finishing lunch, at that moment we are thinking about what we're going to have dinner. It's continuously. It's continuously coming to our mind, and we are paying attention, and then we really spend time there. So you can manage your time very well if we have this kind of strength and development to manage your time schedules and to manage your energy and effort as well as your money. You don't know to take unnecessary food in unnecessary times. That's the basic things about these precepts. And the seventh one, undertaking training rules and abstaining from dancing, singing, music shows, wearing garlands, using perfumes, and beautifying with cosmetics. In mundane world, these are normal things. If you are going to a party, if you are going to any kind of gathering or any functions, these are, do it. That's fine. But without a reason, if you're spending your time and energy for these kind of things, you're spending your money as well as your time, energy, and everything for unnecessary things. So during this retreat, you make that promises to take care of your time, to pay full attention on your practice. This is not the place to do this beautifying. But it does not mean Buddha said, okay, you don't know to do any makeup, you have to be very simple. No, it does not mean that. But in this particular time period, you want to pay full attention on your practice. So therefore, during this retreat, in this spiritual development, you don't want to pay attention for these things, dancing, singing, or perfume, or any kind of these things. So just be natural there. And but it does not mean you don't want to take a shower, you don't want to wash face, you don't want to brush your teeth. It does not mean that. Please wash your face, brush your teeth, and when you have time, take a shower. All the facilities will be there. Okay, you don't want to worry about that. It is not part of 8 monastic precepts. Okay. And the 8th one, abstaining from using high and large seats and beds. You don't want to worry about. These are the high seats and luxurious seats that we have here. And when you go back to your kuti, those are the things that we have, luxurious things. We don't want to worry about that. But here, okay? Don't be upset. Be happy with these simple things. So this is the way how really we can develop our insight. We have to pay attention. We have to put effort for that. So that's why we want to cut out all these unnecessary things. It does not mean in other times as a layperson, yes, of course, you can enjoy. It doesn't matter. When you are living in a in-household life, as a layperson, there would be occasion. Yes, of course. Do enjoy that. Don't remind these precepts from that time. Okay? Be happy, enjoy that. But in here, what you have in basic levels, be happy with these facilities. Don't be upset. Because to develop our spirituality, yes, of course, we have to sacrifice things. We have to sacrifice. We need that energy and effort to continue our spiritual development. So, if someone break any of these precepts, their doubt, their fear would be there in their mind. That is the nature. It's universal nature. It's not just regarding human beings. Even animals, if they did these mistakes, Just think about if your pet, cat or dog steal something, they are living with doubt and fear. You can check it. You can do a research. Of course, they are living in doubt and fear. Doubt and fear is the main cause to increase your stress. Stress is the most dangerous sickness that we have in this world. So what we do here, we are trying to grow our spirituality, thinking ability. To develop our thinking ability, yes, of course, we have to address our stress. We have to manage our stress. To manage our stress, yes, we need these precepts. These observances are very supportive for our spiritual development. That's why we observe these precepts. Main purpose is to uplift our mental health. That is the purpose of these observances. No one becomes Buddhist because of these observances. No one can become Buddhist. But you can be healthy, particularly mentally. We can develop our mental health through these observances. This is the purpose of these observances. So these are basic things regarding our rules and regulations, the way how we should live as a meditator during this retreat. So this retreat is a silent retreat. Therefore, you as a participants, you have to observe silence. Sometimes there would be something, but minimize your voices and not to disturb to anyone. Not only here in the meditation hall or in the dining hall, even in your room, even in your kuti, be mindful. Be mindful. So try to observe silence. No one's supposed to take their cell phones into meditation hall and dining hall. No one's supposed to get any the electronic gadgets here in meditation hall or in dining hall. These are public places. You made a promises not to disturb anyone. So using cell phone or you don't know who is calling you, what kind of messages or emails coming to you. It does not know where you are. Your cell phone doesn't have that sense yet. They don't develop yet. So therefore, it might make noise when the email is there, when any text messages are there. So therefore, don't bring your cell phone, your any electronic device here into meditation hall and dining hall. Respect others. Respect their wishes. All are wishing to be happy. All are developing their energy to uplift their mental health. So we have to help each other. How we can help each other? Following these guidance ourselves, respecting these rules and regulations ourselves. And during this retreat, Bhante Ji going to be every day morning, he would be here to give a talks and guide for meditation. That would be great opportunity for us to have that kind of such a great teacher. He's the most senior monk in the world as well as meditator who is meditating more than 50 something years. So that is one of great opportunity. So we all are lucky to have him. So tomorrow morning at 9, he will be here to guide for meditation as well as to give a talks about anicca. That's the first topic that he is going to discuss. And in the morning, we have 2 sessions, 9 to 10, we have meditation, guided meditation, and 10 to 10:40, a talk, the Dhamma talk. 5:30 a.m., yes, we sit together, but no guidance. We can practice our own meditation. 5:30 to 6:40. When the gong rings, so we can go to dining hall for our breakfast at 7 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, again, we are meeting at 2 o'clock for walking meditation. In here, you can practice walking meditation. And after walking meditation, there would be another Dhamma talk. Tomorrow, Dhamma talk would be Anicca, Dukkha, the second topic, Dukkha. After evening, afternoon Dhamma talk, there would be yoga session. If you like to do yoga, you can participate that yoga session. After yoga session, you have to come back again to meditation hall to have Q&A session, question and answers regarding your Dhamma matters, about your practice, or about something regarding related to the topic that we're going to discuss here. There is a box in Sangha hall. Papers and pen would be there too. So if there is any questions, please write down into paper with the clear English, because we are not native English speaker. It is, it should be very supportive for us if you can have clear letters there. So then we can read and we can answer the questions. And after Q&A, there will be again mindful sitting. You can join with. This meditation hall is open even whole night. It doesn't matter if someone willing to meditate whole night. Yeah, you are welcome. But again, you have to be here 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Group meditation, group sitting. So your putti or the dorms where you are staying, you can meditate there too. But in the morning, meditation sessions, everybody should be here. And breakfast time, you should be here, there in the dining hall. Lunch, you should be there in the dining hall. If someone missing, no one is here to take their food to their puttis or dorms. Be mindful, don't miss. You have to drive 30 miles to find a restaurant. Okay? Therefore, on time, you have to be there for these basic events. And difficulties while you are sitting, mindful sitting, yes, you can stand up, you can apply standing meditation or walking meditation, that's fine. But you have to be very careful not to disturb anyone. That is very important. This is group meditation. Therefore, if someone comes late to meditation hall in the morning, particularly, you have to be aware, even though tiny, minor sounds could be disturbed to others. So be mindful. This is a group meditation. Everybody are meditating here. So try to be here on time. If you are not able to come on time, just in case, if you are late a few minutes, be mindful not to disturb anyone. So even the cloth that you are wearing is very important. It's make noise. You don't know. In this hustle bustle situation, no one can pay attention that. But when you start to meditate, you feel it. You feel it. Even the sounds of the clock become a very huge there. So therefore, be mindful not to disturb as much as you can in your full effort. Okay. So these are very important things regarding our practice here. And to ask questions, you don't want to hesitate to ask questions. The teachings of the Buddha is not a religion, it is the way of life. So therefore, hiding things is not support you to open your mind. To open your mind, to have a clear understanding, you have to question. question it. You have to re-question it. You have to apply yourself. So therefore, you can ask questions. There's no any barriers regarding your practice of Dhamma. As well as asking questions means sharing your knowledge with others, sharing your experience with others. That is also very important. So we don't have any barriers or any restrictions things to ask questions regarding your Dhamma practice or regarding your Dhamma knowledge. You can ask, you can discuss. That's fine. It's over. It does not mean I'm the person who is going to take care of that Q&A session. It does not mean I know everything better than you. It does not mean. I might be able to answer your questions in capacity. There might be some questions I don't know the answer. So let's try to work together to find the answer. We all are in same boat. So let's try to find a good answer, the best answer as a group. So we practice as a group now since this moment. So we have to take care of each other. We have to respect each other. We have to help each other. We all are maintaining a goal. What is that goal? To gain wisdom. Why we want to gain wisdom? To realize these three characteristics, universal nature. What is that? Anicca in Pali, Dukkha, Anatta. Impermanence, suffering, selflessness. So these three characteristics are the topics in our retreat. We are paying attention to realize this truth. So it is a group work. Let's work together for our own realization, supporting each other and sharing our knowledge and experience. You can turn into page number 54 in this book. There is a very important discourse delivered by the Buddha. You can see this discourse in Anguttara Nikaya, Tika Nipata. What is that? Dhamma Niyamata Sutta, discourse on the nature of Dhamma. In this discourse, the Buddha explained, bhikkhus, whether Tathagatas appear or do not appear, there is this established elements of Dhamma. This fix of Dhamma, law of Dhamma, all that is conditioned is impermanent. The Tathagata fully awaken to this and fully understand it. So awaken and thus understanding, he announces, points out, declares, establishes, expounds, explains, and clarifies it. All that is conditioned is impermanent. The Buddha, as a teacher, he did not say, he did not claim, I am the owner of this Dhamma. What Buddha said? Whether Tathagata comes to this world or not, it doesn't matter, this Dhamma will exist. This reality, the universal nature, would be exist. It doesn't matter whether you accept it or reject it. It doesn't matter you born in this country or that country, or it doesn't matter. What religion that you belong, what ethnic group that you belong, it doesn't matter. This universal nature is there. What is that universal nature? All that is conditioned is impermanent. So this is the topic of this retreat. The second one, this established law, all that is all that is conditions is unsatisfactory. Dukkha, unsatisfactory. But the third one, all dhammas are without self. All dhammas are without self. These are labels. Me, myself, these are labels. But when we touch into reality, into realization, you can understand, you can realize there is nothing to claim as me, myself. That is the meaning of selfless, without self. Everything ending with suffering, unsatisfactory. That is dukkha. Everything subject to change. We have labels, but labels are not existing. That is the meaning of impermanence. So basically, during these days, in this retreat, we are trying to understand this reality. Why we want to understand this reality? What is the purpose? To live happily, peacefully. We are suffering a lot without knowing. This is not kind of regarding our body, physical frame. Mentally, we have a lot of troubles, unhappy stages in our day-to-day life. To get rid of and control that unhappy stages from our mind, we want to realize the truth. To realize this truth, we want to gain wisdom. Without gaining wisdom, no one can realize this. So we practice to gain wisdom. What are the steps of that gaining wisdom? Without developing your concentration, there's no way to gain wisdom. So then we have to gain concentration. Without developing your mindfulness, there is no way to gain concentration. So we practice to gain mindfulness, concentration, and to gain wisdom. What kind of practices, applications are there? Observing precept, that is one thing. Meditation is another thing. And practicing generosity, sharing things with others. That is the other applications. These three applications are the applications that we can use to develop our mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. These are universal. This is, in here you don't see any religion. Doing praying and asking some support from the Buddha, you can't gain nothing. But applying meditation, applying precepts, applying generousness, yes, you can gain mindfulness. You can gain concentration. You can gain wisdom. So we are here for this. This is the purpose of our practice. So we all are maintaining this purpose in this retreat. So therefore, we all are in the same boat now. We have to work together, sharing things, each other, sharing knowledge and space and facilities. So let's pay attention about these main goals and the purpose of our practice. So these are the basic things that I want to discuss with you about these retreats. Now we can start our retreats. If there is anything that you want to ask, you can take few minutes. Any clarifications regarding anything? No? Okay. You all are in good shape. One thing I forgot to mention, while you are leaving and getting to your doors as well as your kutis, please keep your doors closed all the time, particularly Asoka basement. When you get in there, please close your door because This is some snakes can get in there. We have rattlesnake, we have copperhead, also we have bear. So therefore, don't invite them to your rooms. Okay, close them. As well as whenever you are leaving from your rooms and other places, even the meditation hall, dining hall, sangha hall, turn off light to respect the natural sources. We don't want to waste natural resources. It is part of your mindfulness practice. Be mindful. We don't worry about paying electricity bill because I know you don't pay any electricity bill here. We pay electricity bill. You don't want to worry about that, but respect the natural resources. The people who lived in this world, they took care very well. That's why we have all these energies. Now, our responsibility is to take care of these things and protect these things. As well as consuming these things, we have to protect for next generation. We are not here forever. We are here only for a short period. So our responsibility is to take care of these things. So therefore, whenever you are leaving for meditation, or if you are the last person, turn off lights. Thanks. Sangha hall, be mindful. If we are the last person, turn off. Dining hall, turn off. In your dorm, turn off. This is going to be a very good habits for your life. I'm asking to do for these things through my experience. If it is not necessary, forgive me. But I have to share with you my experience. I know a lot of people who are coming to practice mindfulness, they are not mindful about this. That's why I want to share with you. So keeping these things in your mind, let us start our retreat and particularly meditation. Now let's do chanting of Metta Sutta in page number 47, English translation, Discourse on Loving Kindness. And then we can start our practice. You all can join with me with chant. One skills in good visit to attain that the state of peace should act us. One should be able, straight, upright, obedient, gentle, and humble. One should be content, easy to support with duties, living lightly, controlling senses, discreet, not impudent, unattached to darkness. One should not do any slight wrong, which the wise might say. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings there are may be, without exception, weak or strong, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living here or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone. Neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another. As a protector only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless heart. One should cultivate for all the world a heart of boundless loving kindness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hateful resentment. Whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or bending away, should develop this mindfulness. This is called divine journey here. Not falling into erroneous views, but virtues and without vision. Removing desire for sensual questions. One can segregate because by the power of this truth, may I always have well-being. By the power of this truth, may I always have well-being. By the power of this truth, may I always have well-being. Excellent, excellent, excellent.